putting information in there that hasn't been approved.
Right.
The minutes have to be approved, and he did say, well, it's free. He said, like, it's free press. It's on the air, so. What are you going to do? I don't know. I don't know what we say. I agree with Warren. I would rather not.
And the recorder.
I would rather not record at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna find out what the, actually with the election year coming up, it doesn't hurt. You got a running gun, aren't you? You smile, I say, you rascal. You got me into this.
We on camera?
You stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all for coming today at the Will Township January Board meeting. Everyone is in attendance, Mr. Clerk.
Good. Glad to see you.
Has everybody had a chance to review the minutes as presented by the clerk? Question on there is a $500 charge per quarter.
For the bus service, right? That's what.
No, the bus service is an ongoing, as is needed basis. There's no
Okay.
fixed amount that we pay.
Oh, okay. Stand to be corrected.
Yeah, please, if you would.
Yes. As needed.
Yeah, it's an as needed basis. Right, it's $50 round trip. Maybe
Okay.
it's $50 right now, $50 round trip, which the person renting the bus pays $4, so it actually costs us $46 for. And I want to get into that a little bit later because we're going to be hopefully signing up with another transportation facility. Okay, everybody has read the minutes. May I have entertain a motion for approval?
So moved.
Paul, second. Andrea, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We have no reports from Will Township Planning Commission. Although, well, the only thing I can say about the Plan Commission right now is that Gene Mays, who chaired the Egyptian Trail Group in their dealings with Aqua, apparently, as far as I know, have been satisfied. Have you heard anything else, Bruce, other than that?
That's the way I understand it also.
Okay, so as far as the residents are concerned, along the Egyptian Trail, I guess that has been approved. I have not received any final or official notification from Aqua's representative, Brian Fisher. Is he still in there? I don't know why I haven't received any communication in that respect, but I haven't received any negative phone calls either. So I assume with regard to Will Township planning that the Egyptian Trail residents have been satisfied with the negotiations with Aqua. Road Commissioner?
We don't have anything except for being more than pleased with the current weather conditions. We've been able to do road maintenance rather than snow plowing, so things are going pretty good. Haven't had any major expense. So if you have any questions on the bills that are presented, I'll be glad to answer them.
I do have a question, Bruce. Did receive a phone call from a resident with regard to the person who lives in the house where Terry Lake used to live there, the corner of Ridgeland and Kennedy, and that the person who's living there now has planted iron stakes in the township right away again.
These?
Yes.
I've seen that too.
Police reports filed
Oh, okay.
as of yesterday. That's the third time I've taken them.
Can we send him a bill?
To find out who he is. No one comes to the door.
No one comes to the door. Okay.
I may know a name. We have steel stakes in
The one is grass one.
I think he's irritated because of the pipeline traffic. When it started early this summer, he started parking a car there to make a problem making a turn.
Okay, I can get you a name.
he moved the car, and then he started driving iron stakes in the edge of the road, which are a real hazard. If we have to plow snow, we're gonna have tires tore up on the trucks. I mean, he drives them and leaves them out about that far, and they're real sharp. School bus, when they make the turn to go south there, you have the same problem. So, I was there, yes, Monday morning with the Will County Sheriff.
Oh, okay, thank you, Bruce. I'll get back to the person who called. Also, does this set up a liability situation for Will Township? Because unfortunately,
Yeah, it's on the right way.
it's on the right of way, so if somebody were to have an accident, we would be,
And that's the citation issues that he has created a road hazard. So,
okay. Thank you, Bruce. I knew you were into that, I just didn't know how far it had gone. Any questions for the road commissioner? Helen, have you got anything for us?
Yeah, since we last met, I think maybe everyone already knows this, but I got another 75 acres on the north side of the Bromstead farm, Kedzie, that the sale went through. I think it was the day after our meeting last month. In November, there were 3 homes demolished. 2 of them were on Eagle Lake Road, and one was on Faulkner. So there's 3 more homes gone. I got to it. On a brighter note, there are 2 new homes in the township on Kennedy. Yeah, one is just west of Will Center on Kennedy, and the other one is in the next mile between Egyptian and Ridgeland. It's a log cabin.
Oh, the log cabin.
South side of the road, so 2 new homes.
No, it's a positive. We lose 3 and gain 2.
That's
Now,
right.
the properties that were demolished, was that work in process prior to Ronner's decision to halt anything?
I don't know. I think it happened in November, and I think there are still maybe 4 that are scheduled to be demolished, but they can't tell me when or if it's sort of.
so roughly, how much did we lose off the tax roll?
Well, the one home had been empty since 2002. So that's, yeah, that's pretty hard to say. The other one was a mobile home, and the other one was the property on the southwest corner of Kedzie and Eagle Lake Road, where that pond is. So, yeah, I think that had been empty for a while as well.
Thank you, Helen. Glenn, do you have anything for us? Clerk said?
Yeah, when me and Helen were talking about what she just went through, I told her about Joan McCall at Smith Farm. I've seen her in church a few times, and she was telling me that IDOT got hold of her mother and wanted to come out and evaluate the property and the house and everything barn during the holidays, and they talked to them and put it off. And now I got an email 2 days ago that they're coming out January the 12th and evaluate McCall's property, or Smith's property, to buy it. Because that was in the process during Quinn's administration.
Oh, that was in process,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
So I don't know where the in process takes over and the new
Yeah.
decision just halt takes.
So I hope the best for the people, being that Brumstead got 13,000, and I heard that Norman Brothers got 14,000. 14,000 without going to court, and Brumstead's 13,000 with court. So I don't know if Bruce can add to that, if that's what you heard, or that's what I've been told. So it's free advice. I didn't pay for it.
Excellent. Everything free is good.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. Thank you, Glenn. I have a couple of things. It's the winter 2015-16 newsletter from the Will County Long Range Transportation Plan. There are some meetings that we may want to attend. It has to do with bikeways, take stock of our transportation assets, multimodal survey, active, looking for our feedback. but it has to do with the Will Connects 2040, the county's long-range transportation plan. Strategic direction priorities for future transportation investments. This also includes bikeways, which I had given my information because I would like to see a bikeway come out of Peatone along Walnut Creek going to the Crooked Bridge. I just threw it in there as a possibility. 2.5, 3 miles of, anyway. The meeting that is closest to us is Governor State University, Ingerson Hall, on January 26th from 4 to 7 p.m. So if you want to go take a look at long-range planning for Will County, I'm going to go. That's Tuesday, I think. So those, if you want to take a look after the meeting, the date to verify, so we can make plans maybe to attend. I'll attend so I can make a report at the February meeting, but it's open to everybody. I think elected official, whatever. But that's the meeting date and time. For the clerk's records, we have received a check for $19 from the circuit court clerk for road fees. I don't know what Jennifer did, but we got $19 because of it. I talked with our attorney, Steve Timebring, with relative to the Heisner property, and the survey is in process. Steve has a meeting that he invited me to attend later this month with Will County Planning and Zoning, because I guess when the estate, I guess I can call these Heisner estate, because Helen's involved, of course, the sisters and Jerry. And anyway, I guess they cut off 2.5 acres, of which the part that we're buying is a park, and they rezoned it E2, 2.5 acres. Well, we are now buying part of that 2.5 acres, which is zoned E2. We are A1. So Steve and Will County are going to noodle it so that we are buying, they're going to go back to A1, have the Heisner family go back to A1 for that entire piece, and then we will be buying A1 to associate with the A1 we already have. And I understand that, I think. But it makes sense to me that, so Steve is going to make that happen. It won't cost anybody anything, as far as I know. So we're moving right along with it. We should have a closing date in January. And then we can put corn and soybeans in the barn crib if need be. Of course, the crib's in pretty good shape. I mean,
It looks good.
right. Cob corn, all right. Anyway, that's the situation with regard to the Heisner property update. Okay, trustees, we'll go around before we get to old and new business. Warren, have you got anything? Andrea? No, it's Bruce, myself. And Jerry?
No.
Okay, we'll go on to old business then. The Heisner update we've already talked about. The reset date for annual Township dinner has been set. There is no new business to come before the board at this time that I'm aware. Correspondence and action items, we've gone through that with the transportation plan. Has everybody finished the bills review? If so, I'll entertain a motion to approve the bills.
I'll second.
Warren and Jerry second. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. The accounts are in relatively good shape, and Bruce has mentioned earlier, because of the current weather situation, we're spending more time maintaining roads as weather allows rather than plowing it. So that's a good thing. Hopefully we get through January, and pretty soon it'll be spring. Spring comes around June the 15th. I know we played volleyball, I don't know how many times in snow and sleet and rain. That's the middle of May, so As long as we get the moisture and cold weather to take care of the bugs, I'm happy. If I never have to plow snow again, it won't bother me. The next meeting for the Will Township Board will be Tuesday, February the 2nd. We went around once, so we'll go around twice before we entertain a motion for adjournment.
Did you mention something about busing?
Oh, the busing, yes, I have to, let me bring that up. Effective February 1st, Washington Township will no longer be transporting people who are qualified to take a ride. That's people with disabilities and/or 60 and over, which were paid for by the Agency on Aging. They lost the grant that they were operating on to Will County, Dollar-Ride program. So if anyone calls you with regard to needing a ride, let me know, because I have to fill out a sheet on every person now that qualifies for Dollar-Ride. And we have some critical issues which I've got Judy Ogala involved with, and she and I are trying to work through the red tape, because apparently at this point, PACE, which is the vehicle who picks up Dollar-Ride clients, will not accept Medicaid recipients. So that creates a problem for me right now, because we do have a person on Route 50 that is in that category. So and she has, Mike Stanula, the supervisor for Washington Township, has been kind enough to extend a courtesy to her through January to make her appointments. But as of February 1st, that is not to be, and right now I don't have any facility or utility or service that can pick her up. She's wheelchair bound, and she goes to Ingalls 3 days a week. So Dollar-Ride program is, I know Wendy is doing her best to try to get things together, and Peatone Township and Money Township are with Dollar-Ride. Crete